righty, welcome back to Riga, Latvia for the FIBA EuroBasket. It's game day for Group A and the clash between Portugal and Latvia. Well, this place is humming, folks. We just watched Turkey stay unbeaten with a win over Estonia. After this, it'll be Serbia taking on Czechia. Here are the standings as we speak. Turkey up at the top at 4-0. Ahead of Serbia, Estonia third, Latvia at 1-2, and Portugal at 1-2. So the winner of this game is going to be in a very good spot, or certainly a much better spot. Well, I'm Jeff Taylor, joined by Mike Taylor, and we've been bringing you the action. And Mike, Portugal had it working on opening day against Czechia, but since then they've lost a couple of games. Meanwhile, Latvia falling in their opener, but since then have kind of put the ship right, even though they lost in their last game to Serbia.
Both of these teams have made a good impression in the EuroBasket. Portugal with their first win in 14 years, much more competitive than expected. Take last games out of it, but Latvia as hosts, it's been fantastic. They filled this arena with so much support, so much enthusiasm. Hard-fought loss to Turkey in the first one, but again, they took care of business in the Baltic battle with Estonia, and then had the really great effort against Serbia and almost pulled it out at the end. Fantastic effort. Let's see how they rebound today. Both teams look to take care of business.
Mario Gomes, the head coach of Portugal. His team played well against Serbia as well, but they were almost non-competitive in their last game against Turkey, and I think that was really disappointing for them. And you know, the reality is you have maybe some experience, some talent gaps when you go up against some of these other teams, but he nevertheless has high expectations, and he wants to see his team come out and put into performance today and show everybody what Portugal is capable of.
Yeah, being on the big stage for the first time, especially a lot of these players, consistency is difficult. And the game got away from them the last one. They showed great signs, the win over Czechia, the competition in the next game. You know, that's one game where you just put it behind you and focus in on the next challenges ahead. Interesting part of that whole dynamic, Jeff, is the next game is the really decisive one. So you want to take care of business, give yourself a chance to win today, but these next two games are really critical for Portugal and their chances.
Well, no more Andres Gazulis for Latvia at this FIBA EuroBasket. He's been ruled out through injury. Now they only have 11 players, and they're going to have to go with what they've got, but that is definitely a big loss for Latvia moving forward. Now, the players on the court for the national anthems.
Un Latvijas valsts himnas aicināšu izpildīt vienam no šī vakara māksliniekiem un, dārgie draugi, protams, arī jums sastiem spēlētājiem. Himnu uzsāk Fiņķis.
Dievs svētī Latviju, mūs dārgo Teviju.
with something spiritual when you hear that song, that national anthem from Latvia. It really does kind of get to you. They put their all into it, as do the Portuguese, when they sing their national anthem. They shake hands, the players in mid-court.
From USA, Mr. Lorenzo Bellini from Italia, and Mr. Ilas Cornelis from Cyprus.
The guy that does those images should get an award. Those are fantastic every game. So, Gediminas Petrides from USA, Lorenzo Baldini from Italy on the left, and Ilas Cornelis from Cyprus on the right are refereeing these three games. Or rather refereeing this game. That trio. And we will see what our starting five looks like today for Latvia. Kristaps Porzingis, Davis Bertans, Rihars Lomash, Arturs Kurucs, and Arturs Zagars. Maheres, Dairis Bertans, Schmitz, Chavars, Zorix, all coming off the bench. Kristaps Porzingis had, well, see what he averaged with Atlanta, or rather in the NBA last season.
Kristaps Porzingis playing with a lot of expectations here.
What he's averaging at the EuroBasket, get it straight, 16.7 points per game.
He's been really good. He's fit in well with the core that was successful. He gives them a new dimension. And again, I think he's been a leader when they've needed him most, especially in that Baltic battle. He got the big baskets down the stretch. Interesting matchup with Keita here for Portugal in that front court.
Diogo Brito, Travon Williams, Diogo Ventura, Miguel Queiroz, and Nemias Keita, Wojciech Amarant. Everybody else coming off the bench, Hoval, Nuno Sa, Rafael Lisboa, Candido Sa, and you mentioned Nemias Keita last game against Turkey. Quiet game overall. It's kind of hard to highlight anything about that game because they were so soundly beaten. But he did have his moments early.
Again, this is invaluable experience. Coach Gomez looking on. Keita has now matched up against Jokic, and today he'll match up against Porzingis. So as a young big man, this is fantastic experience for him to compete against these guys. Again, he's been impressive with his defensive presence, and I've been impressed with his skill as well. Coach Gomez has done a fantastic job with this Portugal team, leading them onto the big stage for the first time in 14 years. And what can you say about Luka Banki? He's been fantastic for Latvia, really inspiring basketball to a great run over the last few years here in Latvia.
Still inside, bring him out and look the best inside, okay? Smart, and around the basket, use the shot break. Come on, from the beginning, don't give them confidence. Pull it together. Pulgar 5 e pulgar 3, okay? Falta.
We just showed the president and ministers of the Latvian Basketball Federation. It's a sold-out crowd. Everyone here courtside, excited and ready to go.
Raymond Vihonis, the president of the Latvia Basketball Association, has to be excited about what his federation, city, country has been able to pull together here, right? Anytime you come to Riga, it's amazing.
So much energy in this arena. It's a celebration of basketball here in Latvia. Fantastic for the national team.
Good evening. And it is evening, 6:01 p.m. local time, Mike. We are here, Latvia taking on Portugal, second game of the day in Group A, here in the Arena Riga at the FIBA EuroBasket. And both teams with one win in their first 3 games. Artur Žagars driving in, scoring.
Beautiful finish, sliding through to the left hand. Points in the paint on the first possession.
And Žagars becoming more and more kind of the man, so to speak, for this Latvia team. You can feel it.
He's the motor, Jeff.
Nemias Keita, his pass. Hit out of bounds by Richard Lomas.
An interesting starting lineup choice as we see the slide by from Žagars. The 3-guard lineup without Grajulis.
That was Žagars with his first bucket. Brito, his 3 rimmed out. They got a good look. Very tough assignment to guard Žagars. Very elusive, quick on his feet, can hit you from deep. Oh! Great start for Artur Žagars. He can beat you off the dribble, he can do it all.
The Artur Žagars show to start the game for Latvia, exciting this crowd.
Trevon Williams enjoying the competition. Spins, turns, goes up. Kuruc does enough. Nemias Keita saves it after rebounding, but then
really good
out of bounds mark.
Really good defense here. You see they got him pinned up against the baseline. Stepped out of bounds as he lost his balance.
Very close. Almost saved it. Great effort. Great opportunity for Keita to show he can compete with the best. Here's Porzingis. They'll turn around fadeaway.
And there is determination in this Latvian team to start this game.
Latvia have had tough games early in this FIBA EuroBasket. Tough opponents. Trevon Williams. Little fade. There's Williams coming up and committing the foul.
Jeff, I like the game plan from Coach Gomez to post their guard, Trevon Williams. He's the set, as we see Porzingis. Look at this, fade away. He's always open, shooting over the big. But Portugal trying to post the guards makes sense. Just have not been able to come up with any points.
Artur Žagars, and this time does not capitalize. But the one thing you say about Latvia, a team has a chance in a tournament to get better as the tournament goes along. So, in other words, we know Serbia, it felt like they hit the ground running and looked like they were going to win the title when they came out and they took the court their first game. Latvia not so much, but they've still got time. And here's the blocking foul on Williams.
So again, Jeff, one of the huge factors in Portugal's struggles last game was the foul trouble for Williams, and here we are, not even 3 minutes into the game, and their best defender and second, he's one of 2 double-digit scorers. Trevon Williams is to the bench with 2 fouls. But Jeff, in terms of the team getting better as the tournament goes on, you know, there's tremendous support here with sold-out Riga Arena every game. But there's also a little bit of pressure. The team has to get comfortable playing in that environment, and it's step by step. They've integrated Porzingis well. I mean, the only negative right now is we see a beautiful backdoor play. The only negative is Grajulis missing.
Keita left open, rattles it in.
And if you're Kristaps Porzingis, you just have to pressure that catch more. He's shown he can hit that shot. Don't just, you know, make him beat you in that situation. Pressure that shot with a hand.
Here's Porzingis. It feels like the three-point shot from Porzingis could change the trajectory of this Latvia team in this tournament if he can start hitting that consistently.
And matchups like today can really help.
Keita!
Outstanding passing. They threw it to Karoj on the dunker spot, and he hit his post partner for the easy two.
Porzingis, step back again, and this time in and out. Brito. I thought Bertans almost blocked that.
Great hustle from Bertans.
Kuruc played very well at the end against Serbia the other night. Back in the lineup. Here's Bertans.
Didn't really have his rhythm into that one.
Keita, nice play.
Great late delivery to the big fella in the paint. Multiple defenders went to the ball.
Žagars is going to go out. I was wondering what Luka Bonke was talking about, but he was looking at the referee and pointing to his leg, and he was talking about Žagars tweaking something, so wanting him to come out. Look at that. He's not going to be stopped by really anybody.
That's extension for a big man, but he's attacking 7'3" Porzingis, the unicorn, with elite wingspan. So great play early on. But we see some of the defensive rotation in the middle. Coach Bonke and the team have to say, hey, know your help, don't overhelp. Make sure we have coverage, one man on the ball, and be ready to hit those bigs in the lane.
You can see Porzingis and Keita sharing a laugh. They were teammates with the Boston Celtics organization before Porzingis' recent trade to Atlanta. There's the foul on the drive. Well, you hope that everything is okay with Žagars, but that doesn't look good.
Jeff, he started with such explosion. The easy two, the big three, playmaking. You know, they're already down Grazulis. Another injury would be devastating for this Latvian squad.
Bertans at the line. I mean, what you worry about with Žagars, obviously, is he's had injuries that he's overcome, and I guess as an athlete, you just want to be healthy. And if you have any type of setbacks or just one of the challenges.
Especially in a tournament like this where you're playing multiple games, extremely physical, some back-to-backs. You know, and again, when you look at Žagars' frame, he's kind of a thin, wiry guy. That physicality sometimes can take its toll.
Bertans makes the free throws, and Latvia would like to put on a show today, take a step forward. Can Portugal recapture some of the magic that was missing in their last game? Nice pass to Karoj. Oh, they're stuck with it. The captain had a good look. Porzingis got it. How do you defend a player like that from there?
Jeff, the challenge is it's extended, number one, but number two, it's a 7'3" release point. Again, Keita gets a hand up, but what I love is it was catch and shoot. Where he ran into problems earlier was passing up the catch and shoot shot and complicating it with a step back. KP, catch and shoot.
Timeout.
Primeira coisa, nós falamos lá dentro. Eles lançam tudo. Eles lançam tudo. Segunda coisa, na defesa, nós não podemos estar a defender assim. Cada um em cima do seu. Temos de defender aqui. Temos de defender aqui, temos de defender aqui, fintar e recuperar, fechar a defesa. Temos cada um encostado ao seu. Eles penetram cada vez que querem. Ei, pressionar a bola E os jogadores próximos a fintarem e a tirarem espaço. Next! As ajudas têm que funcionar. Nós não estamos a ajudar-nos na defesa.
So there was Zagars, and we'll look at his reaction. So maybe on this push from behind by Amarant, which not dirty, but maybe that had something to do with it.
And would it be maybe a back injury or situation at that point? I don't want to speculate, but
Talk about injuries. Giannis Strelniak's had his share. There he is. Just really at the peak of his career with Latvia, and he got injured. It was really sad. Now watching today here, 8 points for Kristaps Porzingis. Good start for him. But you look at those two guys, and they haven't had any luck in the point guard spot. When you talk about the injuries, I mean, Zagars was sensational at the World Cup.
and again, as you said, he's battled back through the knee injury, and then just such a key part to their team. As
How about Ventura?
Ventura off the Spain pick and roll action from the timeout. Really good job from Coach Gomez.
And what do you think about Ventura when you hear that name?
I think Ace Ventura, pet detective.
Here's Bertans, got it!
So, Jeff, when you see Coach Bonke's attack here, they're stretching out the coverage on the 5 with Porzingis pick and pop, and he either has the 3, but there he made the team consecutive pass to Bertans' 3 in the corner. Great offense from Latvia.
Another foul called.
Again, look at the dribble penetration. Kurucs stretches out the coverage and the consecutive pass. Was that a nutmeg as well?
Well, we saw a nutmeg in the last game. Yes, it was. Queiroz got nutmegged by Porzingis.
Bertans loves it in the corner.
Yeah, Bertans smiling away. Of course, Queiroz comes from a country where they play another sport where there's quite a bit of nutmegging goes on, so he knows what that's all about. Here is, nice move from Keita. Beautiful.
Excellent, resourceful. Used the shot fake step through against the big fella. Maybe he's done that on the practice court in the Celtics organization.
Bertans to the corner. Porzingis this time not interested. Oh, he travels.
And again, Jeff, shoot the ball. Even a closeout is not going to be a factor. On that rhythm 3, you're not going to get a better shot.
You know, back to, as we see Portugal bring the basketball up the court, Lisboa, it is concerning about Zagars sitting at the end of the bench. Now he's got like a trainer coming up, talking to him. Let's just hope that he's going to be okay. Lisboa and Portugal, though, down 8. They need a bucket. Amarant. That's a nice play from Amarant. He played well against Serbia.
No fear, going right at the 7'3" Porzingis, drops it in over him. Outstanding.
Now, in fact, Zagars has left the bench, so maybe he's gone to the locker room. Porzingis. Porzingis, it looks good. It is good.
So again, Jeff, don't overcomplicate it. Great offense. KP, catch and shoot. Just get that rhythm 3 and knock it down. He's an elite shooter.
Well, around and out for Keita. And palming, carrying Zoric, Krista Zoric. Roland Spitz coming out. So there was Zagars going to the dressing room. You can see, is he holding his knee or is yeah, this is just awful, really. I mean,
Does not look good.
just because you want him to have a good time here, you know?
Yeah, he's an inspiring young player for this Latvian basketball community.
But he was really the main story of that Latvia team, I think. I mean, he was the first guy that I thought of.
And he's the trigger for all of their ball movement.
Candido Sa. How about that from Candido? I would say he's a candidate to step up and make some shots.
Spotted
from that one.
Spotted up in the corner well in the post reaction. I'm sorry, the paint touch three. Really good offense for Portugal.
Dyrus, Bertans, the captain, misses. Amarant brings it up the floor. Oh, almost turned it over. Boitso in the corner. And here's the lob! And Luka Bonke has to call a timeout as Namish Keita goes high for the jam.
With Porzingis off the floor, the team is smaller from Latvia, and you see when they throw it above the rim, Keita is the one player out there now that plays above the rim, and there's just no contest.
Give it up for big number 88. And Latvia, with concerns about Jagar's alarm bells ringing, they have to call a timeout. Portugal showing signs of life.
We don't have to play some. We go, Zones! Into Galva! Okay? Zones Galva! Ready? Let's go!
Kristaps Porzingis getting involved early, so that's good for Latvia.
Porzingis stepping up. Again, you see those rhythm threes, keep the game simple, catch and shoot. No one is blocking that shot, Jeff. He's always open with his size and release point. Again, 11 points, 3 boards, a great start. But Keita on the other side, let's give him some props too. 10 points, 3 boards as well. As you say, it's a long game, and what's the status of Jagar's? That's the big question right now.
Bearing in mind they've also already lost Grazulis, who also is hugely important in that World Cup team. Bertans, nice.
Great touch on the fadeaway there.
Got a little bit of a Bertans, 1-2 Bertans punch on the court right now.
And again, for Dyrus, he can be a real key with the injuries as they go a little deeper into the bench. Yes.
In fact, I think it was his injury at the World Cup which really kind of opened the door up for Jagar to shine. So maybe it's to return in kind. Rihard Lomash picks up the foul.
But it's a real challenge right now for Coach Bonke and staff, going deeper into the bench to handle this adversity with the injuries.
Mike, you're only as good as your 12th player.
That's the truth. And Latvia's got a great chemistry. Let's see if they can rise up together.
Nobel missing everything. Amarant saves it in bounds, but Schmitz collects the pass. Oh, Lisboa got away with a shirt tug on Maharis. Amarant has it knocked out of his hands. Good job. Oh, scrap for the basketball. Here's Amarant.
It looked like
Dyrus Bertans that knocked it away.
It looked like they were both trying to foul in transition to stop the break, but it turned out to be a deflection and great hustle from both teams.
She says, no, Amarant. It's a jump ball. But unfortunately, in 2025, we don't have the jump ball. No, you'd like to see that come back, wouldn't you, Mike?
Oh, jump balls are funny, but there's a lot that goes to it with,
that's true, yeah.
You know, guys trying to steal the tip, Jeff. Steal the tip.
Well, that's not a good development as well. Rihard Lomash.
So, Jeff, take a look here. See how he's contesting with that inside hand, the hand closest to the body? We want to try to say contest in that rear view contest with the outside hand. In this case, it would have been his left hand away from the body. so that you can avoid that incidental contact and have a better chance to not foul.
Lisboa certainly is a player that's capable of getting hot for Portugal. The Portugal team doesn't seem the least bit intimidated by Latvia right now. And Almirant called for the foul. He gets up quickly. A little bit of competitive juices flowing between Almirant and Lomas.
And Jeff, it's always Lomas. He is a super competitor. He's got his nose in the middle of everything.
But Almirant's looking like he's taking it personally. He's going to guard him on the inbounds. Zorix. Final 18 seconds of this first quarter. Lisboa wants to take it down to about 7 before he makes his move. And here he is. They had a foul to give Latvia.
Jeff, that's very unselfish, intelligent defense there from Zorix.
Mias Keita, how far can he take this Portugal team? Since that opening day when he was so dynamic, carried them to victory, he's kind of taken almost a back seat. But you can see him really coming to the fore in this one. Final seconds of the quarter. You got it! Lisboa knocks it down, and we've got a 1-point game.
Jeff, what a shot. Contested, fadeaway 3. Big bucket and momentum builder.
That fan not happy.
Frustrating the fans. Wow.
At the end of one, Latvia lead at 23-22 over Portugal.
Give us the angle, let's see.
Looking back, maybe it was a 2.
I see his left foot on the line here. Do you agree?
Yes. Go with 2.
Por favor. 2? Okay, 2. So after replay, the last shot will be overturned to a 2? Okay. Tell the coach. Or
Well, Jagar started great. And that's why it's so crucial, the fact that he's picked up a little injury and had to leave the game.
Then it was Porzingis sparking the offense. At the other end, Keita hits the easy jumper, got himself going and into the game. And again, Porzingis showing that elite shooting ability. This is what's been impressive about Portugal, the real teamwork. They've won a lot of possessions in these 3 games. And this is the key. They can always get Porzingis those shots, but no one expects the nutmeg, Jeff.
But we've seen it in back-to-back games. Tonight you can scan in the QR code to get courtside 1891 to watch live streams, extended highlights, and keep up with everything in international basketball. Porzingis back in the game. It's going up against Candido Sa. And just good footwork from the big fella.
And as you remembered early before the game, in the huddle, the pregame huddle, Coach Bonke talked about using shot fakes around the rim. There's a great shot fake and step through from Schmitz.
So just to confirm, that Lisboa shot at the end was a 2, not a 3 at the end of the first quarter after the official review. It's a 4-point lead for Latvia. Amarant gets it to Candido Sa. Traveling.
Shot clock going down, ball comes to you, you turn to look at the basket, and here's the unicorn, 7'3", closing out, forced the travel. Good defense from Latvia there.
Porzingis, Bertans, Spitz, Kurucs, and Šorić on the court. Dairis Bertans for Latvia. Spitz this time has no joy but a foul called on Candido Sa.
And again, that's attacking the basket, pressuring the rim, rewarded, drawing the foul. Schmitz, 2 straight post touches, very productive.
I wouldn't say that was horrible defense by Candido Sa.
Well, it was really good before the catch. They tried to attack the mismatch, but Candido came over and kicked out the guard and fixed the mismatch, size on size. So really good pre-catch defense. And then better offense with Schmitz attacking the rim.
Lisboa open, that's a 2 if it goes. Got no love from the rim that time. Oh, wow, thought he's falling. Three-pointer for Dairis Bertans!
And that's one thing that we know he can do. He can provide that three-point shooting boost. Outstanding off the bench right there from Dairis.
Lisboa answers with a 3. There will be no review of that one.
But Latvia needs Porzingis to be more active in his pick-and-roll coverage. It was too easy for Lisboa to walk into that 3.
Good hands, Candido Sa almost leading to a turnover. Porzingis goes up. Good job battling for the rebound. Portugal, they come away with it.
So, Jeff, when we look out on the floor here for Latvia, they are missing their 2 key offensive players. Dairis Bertans steps up to hit a 3. But the motor of this offense, Žagars, and then a second creative playmaker, Lomaš, with 2 fouls. Really challenging time for them offensively.
Those were good minutes from Candido Sa. Queiroz back in the game. Lisboa feels like he's got the green light.
He's got the confidence after that 3 to end the first quarter.
Lisboa spins, turns, tries to get to Helval. Now that leads to a break. Fits to Dairis, and he's fouled by Amarant. No shots.
Number 6, second personal foul.
Bounce pass, Schmidt, and he's fouled.
And Jeff, one thing with Porzingis, they drew the switch. He had the advantage at the nail, and they tried to switch. They tried to kick him out. You see Lisboa leave him. He's wide open. What a beautiful high-low pass, and then the and 1 for Schmidt. Great teamwork. Outstanding, deliberate attack of the switch, having the advantage from Porzingis there. Coach Gomez probably questioning why did they leave the ball. If you're going to fix the mismatch, it's got to happen before the catch. It's tough to leave the ball, especially a great player at the nail.
Smith's playing well here in the first half.
He's just a blue-collar player. You love his effort. Physically, reads the game very well.
Wojciech. And Porzingis has to stop and put his shoe back on. Now he's coming.
He rebounded so high, he jumped out of his shoe. And there's a switch. Porzingis working away from the net. Wow.
Schmitz, that's too long. Ooh, dangerous pass. Almost picked off by KP. And here is the foul in the lane. So Williams picked up the early foul troubles back in the game for Portugal. Wojciech goes out. Also, Rihard Lumac comes back in with Torres going out.
So both key players with 2 fouls return to the lineup. 6:31 to go in the half. Let's see who plays with 2 fouls better and helps their team.
Williams. Queiroz. Short.
Good teamwork, good shot, just come up empty.
Porzingis from a long way out. Oh! Rattles in! And Mike, Porzingis is really starting to find it. He's got 14 points already.
Rising to the occasion with all these injuries and challenges.
About jump hook.
Again, look at the pickup point for the Portugal defense. See if they extend it.
KP, that is a long way out! That was a logo 3! He has definitely found his touch in this game. Porzingis now 5 of 7 from 3-point range. Lisboa. And a foul in the lane.
And Jeff Schmidt's just so frustrated with a lot of the hand checking and holding. Just 2-hand shoves Queiroz out of bounds.
Mike, are we at a stage where it feels like with Latvia, Luka Baki thinks that Davis Bertans especially, and Porzingis have just got the green light wherever they are once they get it across midcourt?
Well, yeah, they have, especially, let's say, Porzingis has the extended range, but they need their shooting and production right now with the injury to Žagars and the challenges with the guard play.
Nós temos que defender a bola, pá. Esse está a ser o nosso problema. Cai direto. Vamos defender a bola como deve ser. As outras coisas vêm depois. Vamos jogar 4 ao lado. Bora, vai.
So, Jeff, obviously frustration in the timeout there for Portugal, but this is an elite player. You see the pickup point, he's not even beyond the 3-point line defensively. You've got to pick him up earlier. And then on this re-screen, it's a screen and a pick and pop. When they don't switch it, right? When they do switch it, he takes it to the nail for the isolation. If they do and they're late, then he'll extend it. It's a really difficult matchup, but they've got to make sure their pickup point is earlier on Porzingis, and they've got to make sure, hey, if we're going to switch, we've got coverage. Switch and stay.
He's averaging 16.7 coming in. He's got 17 already.
And again,
think he'll reach his average today?
let's prioritize how big these points are right now with the injury to Žagars.
Anish Keita back in the game.
And for both teams, we see a lot of hand checking, you know, defending, using their hands. We got to have a little bit more defensive discipline from both sides. That guy's ready.
Whisper to Keita. Anish Keita to Williams, the right corner. Oh, life is cruel for Portugal. Porzingis. He's crossing midcourt, therefore he's in his range. Now he's going to try something different. Nice bounce pass, Porzingis. And that might be goal interference. So Lomash with the bucket and Porzingis with the assist.
And you can see Coach Bonke clapping, applauding enthusiastically. Really, it's unselfish. He's got the mismatch at the nail, and now we get beautiful cutting. Look at the back door. The mismatch again. Lomash takes the shot blocker to the rim on the backdoor cut and is rewarded with the goaltend. Great teamwork and really good offense from Coach Bonke and Latvia.
$17-point advantage for Latvia. Williams. It's in and foul as Lomash goes down hard, holding his face.
Checking his teeth.
Wow.
Third personal foul.
Oh, he's saying he got an elbow. He wants a review. No, that is inadvertent. There's no chance.
He's reaching first here.
I mean, he catches him. It might be worth a gamble. And now they're going to get into it. Is it Davis Bertans has kind of spiced things up here? Or was it somebody that is it Anish Keita? And the referee's going to separate the players. Now technical foul has been called. So Williams has gotten a technical. If so, that's his third. Yep.
On this drive to the basket.
Oh, wow. And Davis Bertans has gotten a tackle. That's his second. Let's listen.
Number 5 and number 8. Let's see if this meets the criteria for any unsportsmanlike act. I see number 5 driving to the basket, making a normal basketball play. Number 19 sticks his face into the action, and that's where the contact happens. I don't have anything here that's unsportsmanlike. It's a normal basketball to me. What do you think? Do you see the same?
Yeah, I have the same.
Okay, so after the challenge, we have 2 shots for number 5. Everything else, like I said, we have double technicals at offset, and we have a foul, a defensive foul on number 19.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go nothing.
Huh? Go nothing. We don't need anything after.
Yeah.
You just show the
So they explained it, and you got the offsetting technicals, but the problem for Portugal is the technical foul on Bertans. That's his second, but for Williams, that means he now has 3 fouls. So that was the second foul on Davis Bertans, and now for Williams, it's his 3rd foul.
And Jeff, that's just not smart. Like this, the second game in a row that Williams has been in big foul trouble, and they need him. He's such a great defender and a key player for them. Now he makes the free throws, but he's got 3 fouls for the second game in the first half. That's just not efficient play. But let's take a minute to recognize Gediminas, the crew chief here today. Outstanding work and communication and teamwork on that review. We've seen great officiating here in Riga.
Points the difference. And Davis Bertans, who has extended range as well.
Jeff, great play design. It's a Spain pick and roll action, but with two bigs. Portugal bigs not used to covering it. Bertran's wide open.
Ventura with the pass to Nemias Keita. And he was blocked by Porzingis, but the whistle blows.
Again, away from the ball, Quiroz and Bertrands get tied up. Here's that pick and pop three out of the Spain pick and roll, but away from this play, while the block was taking place, Quiroz and Bertrands get tied up, and there's a hold, and it looked like a hand to the face. Let's see what the officials have. Jeff, this game became suddenly complex to officiate.
It did indeed. So once again, we will go down as they do an official review.
Unsportsmanlike act to see if the defensive foul is going to be upgraded or stays as is. Go back. Go back. To me,
Go back, please.
hey, go.
Okay, let's analyze.
So this is what I see.
Yeah.
I see as the play happens, number 8 is trying to get his hand out, and the contact is not unsportsmanlike and is not anything unnecessary. It's just a normal basketball motion as a result of him being held.
Yes.
Do you see the same?
Yes.
Yes.
So we have.
Do we have a foul call there? No, we don't have a.
No.
Yes. So we have side out. Right here we have. Yes, two shots for number 11 because we're in the penalty here.
Yeah.
So number 11 will shoot 2 and nothing unsportsmanlike. Two shots. Go. I got the play backward. I was wrong on it. I was wrong on the play. You're being held, and there's nothing unsportsmanlike on it. Huh?
Who fouled?
I called the foul on Davis first.
It's all good.
I was wrong.
It's all good.
I was wrong.
There you go. Wow. So, and I was fooled because I thought he had thrown an elbow at first, and then when they showed it, so that's wrong. There's no foul there. He doesn't have a foul. But for a while there, it looked like they were going to maybe upgrade it. Oh no, he does get the foul.
It's
But
tough.
it's not. He doesn't get the unsportsmanlike.
But Jeff,
You can't. Once you blow the whistle for the foul, you can't then.
we've
call it
seen
off.
several games, and my issue is Quiroz grabs him first.
Right.
And that's the stuff we got to get out of the game. A player grabbing another player to try to provoke another foul.
It's like you putting your mouth over me when I'm trying to speak,
And yes,
and I elbow you to get you away.
exactly.
It just can't happen.
But the good thing is we have such great teamwork.
Yes.
Right? But look, again, this is what makes it so difficult to officiate. And we see it a lot. It's not just this particular play. You see it from time to time, the flopping, the holding, the locking up of other players to try to draw a whistle. In that case, I do think, my opinion, Kara grabbed him, and that led to the contact afterwards.
Yeah. But Bertans does get the foul. So he's got 3. Here's Keita fouled by Porzingis.
I'm really impressed with Keita, though. He's showing a lot of dimensions to his game here in the pick and pop. Catches it on a short roll and attacks the rim, drawing the contact.
So Mike, it's 18 point. That's a relatively comfortable lead for Portugal. However, Portugal now have Davis Bertans with 3 fouls, Rihard Lomas with 3 fouls. Christian Zorks has a couple, and they've also lost Shagars potentially for the game. We haven't heard yet, but we assume. And also they don't have Brazula, so it's not like, it's going to be necessarily straightforward. There's a war of attrition, so to speak.
Yeah, this is a long game. We're 3 minutes to go in the second quarter. If Portugal can find a way to cut into this lead and keep it close, we'll see what can happen. But let's also use those issues to point out how important Porzingis' production has been for Latvia. He's powered them to this 18-point advantage despite all of those challenges.
And Nemias Keita has been so good. Keita has been so good at the free throw line, but he misses 2. 3-pointer for Kurucs. Fourth rebound for Keita to go with his 10 points. Amarant in the lane. Good job, Keita. Give him another rebound. He's got 5. Ventura. Nice patience, just doesn't finish, and then Keita goes up, and it's denied by KP. And the kick, and really that's where Amarant and Ventura had great looks and just didn't score for Portugal.
But there's the presence of the 7'3" unicorn in the paint. Not only a great 3-point shooter, but providing the shot blocking and rim protection. Changing shots, here you see.
Might have gotten a little bit of, got away with one there on Keita. Gomes looking a little resigned.
He's putting his heart. He's putting his heart into this game, and he's seen this Latvian shooting the 3-point exhibition put his team behind.
Dyrus steps to his right. That's good.
Excellent offense. Kurucs flashes to the high post. Look high-low. Read the defense. Skipped it. And there's Dyrus Bertans doing what he does.
Brito. An offensive foul.
Offensive foul on Team Portugal, number 11. Miguel Carlos, second personal foul.
So Brito got middle, off of the closeout, he weaved his way all the way to the rim. But let's take a look away from the ball. Look at Quiros. Again, he's trying to set the Gortat screen. Porzingis is moving, but he's locking his arm. So officials really alert to that situation after the mix-up a few minutes ago.
Yep, they're on red alert now. Good catch, Porzingis. Oh, hesitation, then loses it. Amarant on the break. He's got options. Hands it off to Ventura. Amarant gets it back. Good pass, Brito back inside to Nemias Keita, and he gets it back. He's fouled going up by Porzingis. He's going to help him up.
Outstanding effort on the offensive boards there from Keita. He has position, working through contact, staying with it, and then drawing the foul.
got 2 fouls. 17.6 of 9 from the floor. 1:46 to go. I have to think with all of the, especially injury adversity that has faced this Latvia team, and also maybe not playing as well as they would have hoped, that one good thing about this team is the positive vibes that Luka Bonke keeps bringing. Crucial.
And Jeff, I love that stuff. You have so much energy to use it positively. Stay ready to win the next play. I love Coach Bonke's style, and it's really inspired basketball here in Latvia over the last few years. Wonderful to watch.
Even in the post-game press conferences after tough defeats, he kind of sounds a note of optimism. Here's Zora getting swatted by Neemias Keita.
It looked like Keita was trying to help him up, and the Latvian squad took exception.
Yeah, strange.
Great block.
That's just a great block.
Jeff,
maybe
Keita,
there's a rule, never be helped up by the shot squatter.
He's like, hey, I'm just trying to help. Keita has been really, really impressive here at this Group A in Riga.
Dyrus. Good rebound, Candido Sa. Ventura. Oh, not going to have much success against Majoris. Schmitz. Good hustle, Candido Sa. Had he not, that would have been Arthur Furuks with the ball. Amaran, feet set.
So, Jeff, the story of the first half, Portugal at 31% from the floor, 2 for 12 from 3. Just have struggled to score.
Iris for 3. Yes!
The captain stepping up, really helping his team.
Brito. And they get it up just in time. Well, it's an uphill climb the rest of the way for Portugal because Latvia lead it 50-28 at halftime.
So the key number there, 2 for 13, 15% from 3 for Portugal, 11 for 21 for Latvia. Of course, Porzingis lighting it up.
That's tough to overcome, 11-21.
Yeah, it's just a big difference. It's just not easy and deflating when they come up with these empty possessions, and that then affects their defense. When they come down and bury shots, it just becomes overwhelming. Latvia, you see Porzingis and the Bertrands. Like, this is really important. These veterans and key players step up with, you know, some of the challenges that are backcourt.
Well, Porzingis, 17 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists, 12.7 rebounds for Portugal.
A lot of highlights from Latvia. Started with Schmitz. Look at the work in the post, the shot fake and step through, just like Coach Bonke wanted. Penetrate pitch, Dyrus Bertrands burying another 3 in his national team career. Saw Lisboa step up and hit some shots in the first half. providing an offensive spark. And then it was Porzingis at the nail. Great pass to Schmitz for the end one. And the three-point shooting, extended range, Porzingis sparked it. You see him stretch out the switch, just burying shots in the game-breaking run, building the lead. On the other end, Kita. Great teamwork here. You see the ball movement. So when Latvia has their three-point game going, they are tough to stop. 50 to 28 at the half.
This isn't a moment. It's a time unlike any before.
It's not a request, not a maybe, not a someday.
This is now. Feel our presence, built on strength
and drive. Not rising, we are arriving. Not hoping, but owning.
This isn't a moment, it's movement. Constant, relentless.
Every cut, every pass, every shot. Earned. Taken.
Undeniable. The future, it's already here.
Forged in sweat, ruled by queens. When we move, the whole game shifts.
And we're unstoppable in all directions. We own the game.
Barrington, another go screen. Abdia! Good night. Right on top. Big time throw down. Doncic. There we go. Oh my goodness! Luka Magic finding the young fella. And Luka Stuka. Finds Sorkin, nice pass, pump faking. Get it rejected by Lisa Shea off the backboard. Back to Doncic, Sturger, and there you have it. Luka Doncic has made history. He becomes the 5th player in FIBA EuroBasket history to record a triple-double.
A little frustrated there.
Oh, there we go! Just a little bit of showtime inside Bush. Let's watch that man. Hara. Tight, step 3, and that one short. Melly blocked at the rim by Nurkic. Long pass ahead to Brabac. Brabac to tie the game. This is EuroBasket.
What a response here.
Down the middle. Oh my goodness! The flying snowman took on the entire Polish front court defense.
Giannis with the steal. Moving the ball well. Giannis, showtime, baby. Here we go. Here we go.
Beautiful fast break there. You see the ball popping. No chance for the defense to catch up to it.
Here's Balsarovsky going in and throwing it down with one hand.
Ooh, that's nice from the big fella. Showing off.
shooter's hit.
That is unbelievable.
These guys will be legends in their own country, but also in the international basketball world forever.
Kristaps Porzingis, 17 points, 5 of 7 from three-point range, and 1 of 1 from logo range. He has been sensational.
This is the Porzingis Latvian fans have been waiting for. I think that this is the best we've seen him, fit within the offense. It's not only because of his shooting, it's the situations they're putting him in. So great work integrating the unicorn from Coach Bonke and staff, but they've needed his production, and it's really a welcome sight for the Latvian faithful.
Well, I suppose if you're Bonke, you're thinking about things that you can do to win games and go deep in this tournament, and maybe you'd not want to necessarily resort to having logo threes, but you do have that as an option, and look at it.
Look at his shot chart, the extended range, the extended makes. This is what he does. We've seen it in the first half. Deep threes, logo three, and the shot blocking and rim protection. But again, they've integrated him really well out of necessity, and he's really responded when they've needed him most.
Neemias Queta, just so much expected of him. He doesn't, well, he probably could put up a few deep threes as well, but it's down here where he does most of his damage.
12 points, 7 boards.
He can't do it all on his own, though.
No, and again, I want to point out, one of the biggest issues to me is the second game in a row, Trevon Williams has foul trouble. His team needs him. They need him on the floor. He's such an excellent defender. He plays 5 minutes in the first half. Second game in a row, he's got 3 fouls. On this big stage, that production is key. Really been missing and has been a factor in Portugal falling behind. Look at the emotion from Queta.
Yeah, he wants to win. 5 of 8 from the floor. You almost wonder, from an experience standpoint overall, if that hurts this at this level, if this hurts this Portugal team.
Well, experience is a factor. Like these guys, they're figuring it out for the first time on this stage. So Latvia with the home court energy, despite everything happening, that's an advantage coming in.
But they do, they play in the qualifiers, which is good. So they are getting more and more games. They've qualified. Neemias Queta is going to get better and better. And I suppose for Portugal, you had such a great start to the tournament with the win over Czechia that you want to be able to build on that. And in a sense, they did build on it with their performance against Serbia, even though they didn't get the win. But since that point, the loss to Turkey and today, we feel like they've kind of underperformed.
Yeah, but really with all that said, it's great experiences. They point towards a real decisive matchup, the final game day against Estonia. Like that's going to be for everything for these teams. But Jeff, we've just been told that from the Latvian locker room, Žagars is out for the game, and Luka Bonke and staff are, focused. This is emergency mode right now. The injuries, the foul trouble, controlling emotions on the floor, you know, their perspective of this game is far from over. So
they are right now 2 players down, at least 1 player down for the rest of the tournament. Jagar's situation, we're not going to speculate, but we know he's not coming back today. And then we look at the possibilities of where they might finish. And I suppose really their best hope is to finish 3rd. And that would put them up against most likely, well, either Germany, Lithuania, or Finland, depending on who finishes. Excuse me, not Germany, Finland or Lithuania. Whoever wins that game tonight will have the inside track to second place.
You know, I think realistic goal for them is to finish 3rd. I think that obviously 1 and 2 is going to be Turkey and Serbia. This Latvian team has clearly been the 3rd best team here. You know, but again, Coach Bonke and staff not taking anything for granted. They understand that this is a survival mode situation to try to get this win and just get it to the next day and see where they could be after the day off.
Can you imagine if they end up playing Lithuania in the round of 16?
Jeff, next weekend, these next round games will be something special. The teams coming into Riga, the matchups that we will have, the players on this floor, that will be unbelievable basketball here at EuroBasket 2025.
You look at the other games and the other possibilities, and you look at Germany, clearly a powerhouse, 120 to 57. And I mean, I would expect them to beat Great Britain, but 120 to 57, more than twice as many points.
So,
I don't know. I really wonder what's going on with Great Britain.
Jeff, that is a beatdown.
That is, we need to go back to the drawing board and think about what we're doing here for Great Britain.
Let me just say, the support from the Deutsche Basketball Bund, the German Basketball Federation, for their organization and program at the national team level is far different, opposite end of the spectrum from Great Britain. And the results are clear here on your non-competitive. Non-competitive.
Yeah, that's not competitive from Great Britain. That's not good.
They need to be better.
That's the second EuroBasket in a row where Great Britain have not really been competitive. Scanning the QR code to get to FIBA EuroBasket app. And look at your fixtures, your results, everything, video highlights. I say that because when I think about Great Britain, I know they can do so much more.
There's so much
really
potential
kind of
there.
cuts deep.
Yes.
You coach there, you know.
I've coached there. I've got guys I've coached on the team. Jelani Watson-Gale.
I'm not pointing the finger at anybody when I say that. But whatever the problem is, sort it out.
Yes. And it's, Jeff, it's not been 1 year, 2 years. This has been decades where they've not really gotten it together. And on another note, EuroBasket is the most competitive, in my opinion, of all of the regional championships.
Yeah, it is. Hands down.
So many countries put so much into being good, and the competition is something special. We see so many great games, so many great matches.
You cannot just ruck up to the EuroBasket and think you're going to be competitive. You look at Portugal knows this. I mean, they've come here prepared. They've had a great preparation, and look how tough it is for them. You are at a different level here. Nemias Keita gets inside, goes right at the unicorn.
So Keita tries to run the play and hand the ball off. It's nothing there, and the ability to create his own shot and finish, that's really, really good.
Porzingis gets fouled by Voitsho.
So again, we see Portugal is caught in a switch, and you can see Lisboa looking for someone to kick him out and fix the matchup. It doesn't happen and Porzingis doesn't settle. He attacks the basket.
Porzingis hearing MVP chants. If he could get to the highest level of Porzingis, of unicorn stature, he is an MVP candidate.
He's a unique talent, something special. I would like to see him play wider through his pivots and play wider with the basketball. He has so much height and elevation, extension, but I think playing wider will give him better leverage and physicality and only add to his game, making him harder to guard.
Neemias Queta this time not going to the basket, kind of fading a bit and is short. Offensive foul. Third personal foul. Yep, moving screen on Porzingis. Lisboa, a little runner. Good job, Williams, knocking it away to keep it.
There's those great hands that they miss so much when he's on the bench.
Oh, boy, the soft touch, even from Neemias, doesn't work.
Portugal plummeting to 30% field goal percentage for the game.
KP. Four fouls on Williams. He's shouting, that's not a foul, that's not a foul, but the frustrating part for him, he's going to have to leave, or maybe they're just going to leave him out there, let him see how long he can last. Goes to Schmitz from the left corner.
And this is the guy with the ball they need to get going here, Brito.
Yeah, he's got the capacity. Showed it against Serbia. Oh, here's Neemias. Nice touch.
Again, just such a great pressure release. You're in trouble in the paint. Kick it out.
Oh. And Latvia, rare turnover, just bring the ball up the floor. You see Sergio Ramos there. Used to play for Portugal's national team. He played in the 2007 EuroBasket team. He's an assistant coach on this team.
So, Jeff, again, the game seems like it's over. Latvia's got to maintain their concentration. There's a lot of basketball left here.
Lisboa for three.
And again, Portugal knows they can get these open pull-up jump shots if Porzingis is just going to sit in that drop.
Back to a 17-point deficit. Schmitz gets it over. Queta, who had time to time his jump.
That was an excellent finish.
Great move, just doesn't finish Lisboa, but now this is where he wants to be, shooting threes, and that's why. He's got it!
And look at the excitement from Queta. He got the multiple effort, tips the ball to himself, and finds the shooter. He's playing really good basketball.
13 points for Lisboa. Just pass over to Zork.
Great teamwork, floor spacing, making the extra pass, rhythm three. Zork knocks it down.
Into Queta. Was that Neemias that kind of cleared out to get that? So the foul gives it back to Latvia.
Second personal foul, Team Portugal, free pass.
Problem is with Williams having the 4 fouls, he can't really afford to reach now. He's so good at knocking the ball away.
And that's one of the strengths of his game, right? So now he's making sure everybody in the arena knows he's not using his hands.
Porzingis. That was online. That's a 19-point advantage. Foul called. They're not going to count it. No free throws. Free throw's been anonymous. Misses the drive. It's almost inexplicable how he went from scoring so many points against Serbia to getting shut out by Turkey, and he still hasn't scored today.
Yeah, just a smart foul there. Lisboa using a foul to give to try to get rid of the disadvantaged situation and reset the defense. Some players taking exception.
Looks like Lomash might be coming back in. Oh, turnover. Williams gets it up. Boycho with the rebound. Here's the man with the hot hand. Oh, fortunate. That, oh, there's Grazoulis sitting on the bench with the glasses, styling. He's out for the tournament. Unfortunately for him, he doesn't like being on the overhead, on the jumbo. I think quite possibly that ball went off of Lisboa.
And I think Zorix has done a really good job for this Latvian team, accepting primary ball handling responsibilities with the injury to Žagars and Lomash on the bench with foul trouble. But now let's see if Lomash can make a big impact here in this third quarter.
Lisboa almost getting the steal. Kurucs has to go quick. Kurucs fumbles it, gets it up. Oh boy, Williams frustrating. Porzingis fouled. 2 free throws.
Porzingis is an easy target because of his size. They had great floor spacing. He's the trailer at the top of the key. Portugal reacts defensively because of the three-point threat, and he gets the step to the basket. He puts so much pressure on your defense because of that range and three-point shooting ability at his size.
See Mario Gomes over there just pondering some things. Žagars comes into the game, so Porzingis will go out.
Well, Jeff, if you're Coach Gomez now, you've got to be thinking, we've got to start building our team up, our momentum, our energy up for this big game ahead in the last game day against Estonia.
Kurucs is like water on white on rice, guarding 11,000 fans sold out for this Monday evening, early evening game. Not bad. Lisboa for three. Wow. If he's got a game where he's on, he may as well just shoot threes because he looks far more confident. Oh, was that a two? He looks far more confident with that long-range jump shot.
But again, Jeff,
driving to the basket.
The drop coverage from Porzingis gave him rhythm threes to start feeling it early. Now we've got Kavars in the game who gave better effort, but Lisboa is making it happen. He's got it going. Schmitz again showing off quality low post game.
See what I mean? Right there. Doesn't look as dangerous driving to the basket, Lisboa. Here's Williams. Oh, takes the bump. Puts it up and in. And ball goes out of bounds. Williams trying to draw a charge.
Just basically pulled a chair on him.
Oh, what are they going to review here?
I think they're going to review if the ball went off of Schmitz or Williams.
All right, let's listen in.
Number 28, the initial call on the floor was a 2-point field goal. Let's see, can you run it forward, please?
I did it.
Is it? Go frame by frame there, please. Go back to where he alights from the floor. Go back. Can you zoom in? To me, I don't have anything clear and conclusive that once he alights, go frame forward, please. Frame forward, frame, right there. I don't see any space.
Yeah,
to me, it's a 2-point field goal. Okay, 2-point field goal by 28.
Okay, so they're reviewing that. That'll remain a 2, not a 3 from Lisboa. Schmitz goes out. A workmanlike performance from him, 11 points in 18 minutes. Davis Bertans back in. Chavars hands it off to Lomas. Lomas, little runner short, and must have hit the rim because they kept playing. Williams gets in and is met by Chavars. Free throws for Williams. Nope, it was Davis Bertans that fouled him.
You love how Williams went downhill to the basket, going strong. Again, you see how much he impacts the game and helps their team and how much they missed him in the first half when they fell behind.
4 points, 4 rebounds. I would argue defense is probably his, because he's so dominating defensively, that's what he really brings to the table.
Elite hands defensively.
Bertans for three. Candido Sa not interested in that three. Hand was in the face. Williams from deep. Oh, thought it might go in, but it didn't. $11,000 screaming fans cheering Latvia on. They're up by 18 off the side of the backboard. Oval, boy, they're having a tough day shooting. Oh, Lomash went off the foot. Portugal shooting 33% from the floor. And also painfully 7 of 12, 58% from the free throw line. Nothing has worked for them. Chavard is going to go out. Gamero is going to come in. So maybe an Amarant as well.
So look at the Latvian lineup. Small, versatile.
Majoris is in.
It's Majoris at the 5, Bertrands at the 4, and then the 3 guards. Three-point shooting will be a strength, and potentially, let's see if they switch 1 through 5 on the defensive end. Without Kita on the floor, they might be able to get away with it. There's the switch.
20-point lead. Amarant between the legs.
So again, with the smaller lineup, it's not just about the switch.
Oh, Janis Blums, former captain of Latvia, played for so long for this national team.
They could sub him in to make a 3 and help the backcourt for sure with all these injuries.
He was never afraid. It might be, I mean, one of the guys that always wanted that last shot if he could get it. Looking good with that hat. I'm sure the competitive juices still flow for him. There's Williams. And foul on the rebound. Ovel goes down. Yeah, coming in from behind, Ovel. We've seen pretty much anybody and everybody, it feels like, that has played for Latvia over the years, recent times. We saw Andres Biedrins the other night.
And there's pride,
yeah,
national team pride. They've had some success. They've had done some special things. And the chance to watch them host this EuroBasket group is fantastic. The crowd has been unbelievable.
Do you remember the crowd that followed Latvia when they went to Manila?
Unbelievable.
And even before that, when they were in, were they in Jakarta? I think they were in Jakarta, yeah. Just, what an incredible. They've got a fan following. There's Dyrus that goes out. I remember the huge throng of fans when they went to play in Spain at EuroBasket 2007 in Sevilla. They packed it.
Latvia they love basketball, and you can see it here as they host Group A.
Candido saw turns. He thought he had a dunk. Bertans wasn't going to let it happen. Amarant from deep. Got a good look. Here they go, Limas. And good hands, Oval. Lomash accelerating in the open court. There is Keita and Gomes, the coach. Obviously, they're headed towards, unless there's a big comeback in the fourth quarter, a decisive battle with Estonia on Wednesday to determine that fourth place, most likely. Steinberg's in the game, missing. Standout from Manresa in Spain. And here is the drive, and Williams twisting, turning, but the ball doesn't drop right at the end.
Score 65, Team Latvia, 43 for Team Portugal.
65-43, Latvia on top of Portugal at the end of 3.
Jeff, you see the low shooting percentages, but one thing that's interesting, Portugal has 54 shot attempts compared to 44 for Latvia. The 15 offensive rebounds it represents great effort and work from the Portugal team. They're just having a rough night making shots and finishing plays.
Well, Amish Keita started hitting shots here at the beginning of the third quarter. Lisboa also continued to fire men from deep. And it looks possible or promising. Spitz was able to score despite the outstretched hands or arms of Keita. They just haven't been able to sustain anything.
And it's really just the three-point shooting from Latvia that has built this lead and maintained it.
And then the block from Davis Bertans. Scanning the QR code to get courtside 1891 to watch live video streams and keep up with everything international basketball. There is Giannis Strelnieks. What are they doing? Singing happy birthday to him?
It could be. What a nice moment for a great player. Star in the room.
Certainly recognizing him there on the left. What do you think about the kind of the look that he's got today? White shoes, dark shirt, white t-shirt. Are you that kind of guy?
5 o'clock shadow.
Get that man a razor.
He was not a 5 o'clock shooter, I'll tell you that.
Nope, he was on time.
Great point guard, great playmaker, floor general. We played, when I coached Poland, we played Latvia several times in friendly games here in Riga twice, once in Hamburg, Germany. So we had matchups, KYP, know your personnel against Strelnieks.
Amarant. They just can't get the ball in the bucket. Porzingis has 21 points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists. Can he get to 30 maybe? He's been on the bench too long, cooling off. Oh, nice hustle. They saved it, but Amarant picks it up. Camero dives and misses another one for Portugal. Look at that, 350 and counting. No buckets, no points for Portugal. Porzingis again. Short stops on a dime, pulls back. Well, shooting percentage dropping a little bit here the last couple of possessions for Latvia. Pass goes off, no foul. Here's the lob, and Majerus goes up, and Majerus goes down without the points. Just hit Williams back outside. Gamero. Yes!
Good teamwork there to get the open shot.
Steinbergs will come back in and get some more minutes for Latvia, but maybe Luka Bonke is looking at this like he needs his guys to find some form here before their big game.
Yeah, I think the first thing Coach Bonke's happy about is, as we see, Zorks get fouled going to the rim. I think he's happy that they can survive this game with a win. I think they'll reevaluate some of the injuries and see where they stand going into that last game. But this win will put them in position to achieve, a goal and say, hey, we maximized our group, understanding the quality of Serbia and Turkey. You have to love the heart that they're playing with as they hit some obstacles. The home crowd really helping the team for sure.
What was your favorite place to travel to when you coached Poland to play?
In Europe?
Yeah.
We had some good experiences in Spain. Riga was okay. Of course, Hamburg, Germany. I eventually coached the Hamburg Towers. I think that was a favorite. That was a favorite. And of course, in 2016, we went to Ulm, Germany. So that was a homecoming for me as well.
Here's the ball knocked away by Gamero. Nice play. So you coached at Ulm for a few seasons?
8 years.
8 years. That's quite a bit of your life.
Yeah, great life experiences there. Really proud of the chance to help build up that organization, and they've just taken it to the next level.
Have they ever? And that whistle blows. Yeah, Ulm, Germany has been where a lot of national team players from different countries have gone over the years, especially the Brazilians of late.
They have established the Orange Campus and Orange Academy, which has been fantastic for developing young players. When I was coaching Poland, Jeremy Sochan and Igor Milicic Jr. were there, and we brought them to the Polish national team as young players. Jeremy being the youngest of all time.
Now it's San Antonio Spurs.
Yeah, so they've had several players drafted, including this year. I think they had a couple players drafted in the NBA draft. It's really the place to go develop as a European academy.
Although I have to say, Valencia's not too bad.
Well, that's home court advantage for you. And you're right, it is a beautiful place. Beautiful place and great basketball team.
Ventura looking up the floor. Of course, Malaga, all sorts of places in Spain, great places to go. Here's Ventura banking it in.
And how many of those little mid-range floaters have they had throughout the game? They finally get one to go down.
Yeah. Well, Ventura would have been a player that provided some offense in that last game against Turkey. I mean, they're down 19 for as poorly as they've shot. And there's Gamero. And it's a 17-point game.
Luka Bonke reacts with a timeout, wants to make sure there's concentration here. They've given up some easy baskets.
Luka Bonke is, well, you know, he's had to coach this team when they've had injuries, so this is nothing new. You know, at the World Cup, they were without Dairis Bertans. They lost Porzingis right before the World Cup. You know, it's just, unfortunately, it's part of the game now. Fingers crossed, Žagars will come back, and he's probably not going to know. in the press conference.
You know what's interesting, Jeff? My last season with the Polish national team preparing for the Olympic qualifying tournament 2021 in Kaunas, we hosted this Latvian national team. It was the very first game for Luka Banki when he took over. And there were no big names, but it was a very good system that he installed. And you can still see that system is what this team relies on. And now they've pieced together the best players, Porzingis and down, and they've been so much fun to watch. So it's been great to see Luka install his style of play, the positive energy, and all the good things that have inspired such a great run. And now to see them host, fantastic.
Richard Lomas, only 4 points today, well below his average. I don't know how much you read into that because
the foul trouble was a factor, but today this was Porzingis stepping up.
Yeah.
This was Darius Bertrands off the bench.
Foul on Camero.
And again, while Romash was on the bench, then you look to Zorix as a primary ball handler. You see him in the pick and roll drawing the foul. He's taking a couple shots to the face. Romash is a tough player.
Arthur's Kurucs, the king, makes the three-pointer. King Arthur.
I like that.
Got two kings, in fact. Joggars as well. Oval missing. Their jump shooting has just not been up to par today. Good hands up by Candido Sa. There's Joggars and Grazoulis, which in and of itself tells a story.
I mean, that picture, Jeff, that's so difficult for Latvian fans, not only for tonight, but it has big question marks going into the next games. Let's give this team credit for battling and competing together to put themselves with a 20-point advantage with those two key players over there behind the bench.
Well, we've lost Bogdan Bogdanovic for the tournament for Serbia. And we've lost Grazoulis for Latvia. Davis Bertans for three, rattles out. We've lost Sensander Bane from Estonia. And the three-point shot is good from Williams. It's a little bit of trash talk there from Williams with Bertans. Davis Bertans bounce pass. Schmitz. We're in winning time. 4:45 to go. Feels like the winning has already been done, but you never know. 17-point difference. Candido Sa from up high. Yes! Well, how about that? It's down to a 14-point game. Get a stop here, and you never know. A stop and a bucket. Mr. Zorix is going to come back in. Stepped out of bounds. Oh, and Richard Lomas swung his arm to get Helval off of him as he reached in to get the basketball. See Luka Banki not happy maybe with some of the physicality.
Well, there's been...
But watch this, Richard's.
Relval tried to grab the basketball and go to the next play. Lomas just held on to the ball. But let's see if Latvia adjusts their pick and roll coverage to the switch, go back to the switch, just to make sure they have coverage on the three-point line.
They can get a bucket here, maybe a three. Boy, that would really liven things up. Well, Williams puts up, and it doesn't fall. So it remains a 14-point deficit. Skip pass, Bertans for three. Ventura with the rebound.
It's a great look. Latvia coming up empty.
Candido saw catches, turns. Back to Ventura. Defense picking up a little bit for Latvia. Nice pass, nice hesitation. Nice dunk. It's a 12-point game.
Jeff, there's plenty of time. This game seemed like it was settled and done.
Might Porzingis come back in?
I think they have to consider it. And what about Keita on the other end?
Second team foul, Portugal. Look at Ventura here. Then Candido. Well, it was denied his dunk by Bertans earlier. This time he lets Bertans fly past, and then he goes up and dunks it.
Anything's possible, but you know, the hard thing is when you lose your momentum, it's so hard to get it back.
Lisboa checks back in, so that's another three-point shooter, but it is a smallish team right now for Portugal. Zoric's bounce pass, Schmitz!
Jeff, the small lineup from Latvia looks big compared to this Portugal squad.
Yes, it does.
You can see they're switching pick and roll coverage to make sure they have the three-point line covered. They go right into post.
Foul to Candido's side. He can shoot it. It was long. And a foul on Latvia.
So again, it wasn't scoring in the post, but on the offensive boards, Womash struggling against the size from Raval. Picks up the foul.
So Portugal called the timeout. And if you're Gomes, you're just thinking, why could we not have found ourselves a little bit closer earlier on instead of having to wait the last 2.5 minutes?
Yeah, they've struggled for the majority of the game, 3/4 of the game to score and finish. And now they find themselves having to be almost perfect possession for possession to come back.
That's a great shot right there, Portugal. That tells you a story. You look at that, and you look at the stage that they're on, and what a great opportunity it is to be at the EuroBasket, and they're trying to make the most of it. Look at the shooting, 3-pointers by quarter. So this has been their best 3-point shooting quarter. Make a few more of those, and it might get really interesting.
But also look on the other side, Latvia, 1 for 8, 1 for 9, 2 for 17
Ice cold in the second half.
You know, again, they right now are living by the three-point line. And again, how much of these three great threes that are going down, but how much of this better play from Portugal in the second half is the fact that Williams is out there playing.
Yep, that's it.
He's so critical to this team on both ends of the floor. They can't be without him because of, let's say, unforced fouls or not smart fouls. He's got to be efficient with how he plays for them to be successful. And we've also seen, where is Brito today?
Yep. Just hasn't been able to find his way into the game. Here's Lisboa, finally able to finish it at the rim.
But Jeff, you can't let a little guy get all the way to the rim like that. Where is your challenge?
Well, Svetislav Pezic has come out to watch the end of this game. He's intrigued. His team will play next against Czechia, Serbia and Czechia. Coming up on the 2-minute mark, and they're going to have to rush it up. Tomash for three. Candido Sa boxes out and gets a good rebound. Now it's a 12-point game, under 2 to go. And it goes, he'll foul now out to Lisboa. Candido Sa for three. They battle for the rebound, and it goes to Zorix.
What a great look.
There's Coach Pezic probably composing his thoughts for the post-game press conference after the next game. There is, I'd say that jokingly, I mean, everybody sits on every word that he has to say when he's in there, that's for sure.
He's got so much experience, and again, a lot of what he's doing is trying to set the mood or try to help distract the focus because there's so high expectations on his team. You know, he'll say something or do something, you know, to try to protect his team.
If he were coaching Latvia and going into the press conference after this, as we see these great fans, that is unquestioned. These fans are amazing. But Pezic would be like, we didn't play well. We didn't close this thing. We allowed Portugal to come back and make this a game. And, you know, yes, a win is a win, but are you building confidence with this finish if you're Latvia? I don't think so.
Well, let's also remember, Jeff, that we heard at halftime, Latvia is in survival mode.
Yeah.
So I think that it's one thing, they'll just take the win and try to regroup at this point because they've had some significant adversity earlier in the game today.
Well, at the end of the day, Luka Bonke is positive and upbeat, and
I believe that makes the difference.
I'm sure he will stress the positives.
Yeah, you only have so much energy, you've got to try to...
But he will say that, but it makes you wonder if he believes it. Look at this. Keita hasn't played a lot in the second half. Meanwhile, Porzingis...
Well, how much of that is Coach Gomes deciding, all right, we got a big game against Estonia, you know, let's just kind of put in some backup guys and rest and balance out the minutes.
I'd say a little bit of that, because you think he might come back out for this.
He also could be trying to put a team out there that, you know, is a threat from the three-point line with Sa.
Shot clock about to expire. And Bertans hits the three, much to the delight of the fans jumping up and down in the stands of the Arena Riga, who promised to go into the fan zone after the game and celebrate like never before. And now the ball goes out of bounds. Is that on Bertans? Watch this. Oh, got it off just in the nick of time.
Again, you can see when he elevates the high release, the great follow-through, former NBA player. Again, when they've needed him, he's really responded in these last few games.
He has. So that, there was a foul just now on Zorix. And now an offensive foul. Now what are they looking at here? Potential upgrade?
I think we also have a technical foul.
Luka Bonke taking exception. Okay, so somebody said somebody did something to really make Luka Bonke upset.
Team Portugal bench receives technical foul.
So, Jeff, after the contact was called his fifth foul, he threw the ball at the official. So, you know, again, Williams is an outstanding player. He's got great hands, he's physical, he's experienced, but the emotional discipline part of it has not been up to standard. You know, I'm sure Coach Gomes is going to have conversations with him because he's really hurt the team.
Yeah.
There are two double-digit scorers on this team with Keita and Williams. And Williams is such a key part defensively.
Oh, and let's listen in now. There might be more trouble.
The initial call on the floor is an offensive foul on number 5. Can we get it main camera regular speed, please? Anything from the front side, please? Can you give us a front side look? To me, that looks like a normal basketball play. Do you agree?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's a normal basketball play, yes. Number 5 is making a normal basketball play as he attempts to go to the ball. The on-floor call of an offensive foul stands as a normal foul. The technical, one free throw for anybody on for Latvia, and ball will be inbounded in the backcourt on the baseline. One shot, check.
Here you go.
Well, they explained it. Yeah, I mean, I'm glad that it was just a natural foul.
So the challenge is the defensive players get into the body and wrap a player up or block somebody out and lock their arms. And then as the offensive player tries to get free or create space, the contact is coming, but the defensive player's right into them. And then it's like, oh, I got hit in the head. It's an offensive foul. It's unsportsmanlike. But again, how do you balance what the defense is doing, creating that contact, initiating that contact, with the resulting contact of a player trying to get free? And I think that's a hard thing for officials to try to clean up. I agree this was not an unsportsmanlike foul. But again, Williams has to be better with more composure and poise.
Yeah, he just needs to show more composure.
Yeah, it's...
Even if you fouled out.
So...
But he's frustrated. He's had a bad day.
2 bad days in a row.
Yeah. And Zorix now has gotten injured. And hopefully, this is not a problem. This is the last thing that Latvia needs. Even Žagars has gotten up to see what's going on. It's a knee, or is it a thigh? Here we go. It's definitely the awkwardness of the left knee. Well, if it's a knee, you got to be very careful. Come out of the game. Hopefully he's okay. I know knee injuries are never fun, no matter what. No matter what type of injury, it's just.
And Jeff Zorix, 5 points, 3 assists. But as a floor general, he stepped up to help this team today when they needed it most with Žagars.
There was nothing dirty about that challenge.
No. And you know, sometimes if you knock knees with an opponent, one guy always gets it worse.
Yeah. Well, they get it down to Haval, puts it up and in. Well, the fans are celebrating. Second win for Latvia. They know they're going to be finishing in the top 4. And this will be it. Chance of Latvia Smith with 15. And you just hope that from a fitness standpoint, people are as healthy as they can be. Latvia trying to find their rhythm. They look probably much better in the first half. They're playing hard, still searching for their best game. Their hopes largely rest on the play of Porzingis, Bertans, and they win it 78-62 over Portugal. Former teammates with Boston, Porzingis and Nemias Keita. Porzingis is such a nice guy, isn't he?
Well, he's a fan favorite here. He stepped up when they needed him most. Respect for the Latvian team to survive through all the adversity today and get the win.
Well, speaking objectively, you want both of these teams to finish this group phase strong. Let's hope that we see the best of Portugal when they come out on Wednesday and fight for that last spot in the round of 16.
They'll need to be their best.
Because if somehow they can do that, then they've got real chances.
100%. But right now, all the concerns for Latvia are availability for this next game Wednesday and beyond. Handshakes and high fives everywhere.
Latvia, 14 of 40 from deep, 7 of 25. Shooting percentage is not good enough for Portugal. 38%.
Well, Jeff, I think all these numbers are secondary.
Yeah.
Compared to the diagnosis of Jagars and now Zoriks, and you have a limited number.
Being out.
You have a limited number of players on your roster to begin with, and now you're losing key guys.
Yeah.
I can only hope for Coach Banki and the Latvian fans here that these guys can be available starting Wednesday and moving forward when they advance.
Fourth quarter highlights. Gamero came into the game, made some shots. That on the drive. Archers Kuruks. You know, Kuruks is another player that's going to have to play well for this team down the stretch from the backcourt.
Yeah, he's been a secondary player earlier in the tournament, and now because of his grueling game-by-game attrition, he'll need to have more responsibility on the floor.
You got Ventura's a player that can certainly, I think, play better. I've been impressed by Candido's side, kind of like, he's got some shortcomings, but he also can contribute.
He can find a way to help the team, but Jeff, it's about Williams staying out of foul trouble, finding a way to make Brito productive. And again, that's how Portugal can be at their best and maximize their opportunities in the big matchup against Estonia.
Yeah, if you're Mario Gomes, after this, you're going into the locker room, and then at some point you sit down with Williams and you're like, man, we need you. We need you to be the best version of you. You know that with Keita, it's obvious, but they need everybody playing their best. And Dairis Bertans giving a kiss to the wife and holding the daughter.
And that's what national team's all about, Jeff, right there. Family pride in a basketball career.
So here in the Arena Riga, as we look at the updated standings, Turkey, Serbia, Latvia now at 2-2. Estonia currently in fourth ahead of Portugal, 1-3. They play on Wednesday. Czechia at 0-3. They play next. They finish the night against Serbia. Thanks for watching, everybody.
Previous.